Welcome back to another edition of the Reggae Boyz Weekly. Once again, my people, this time around, it's a special edition to an extent as the Reggae Boyz squad for the upcoming World Cup qualifying games. It has officially been announced by the Jamaica Football Federation, and I'm here with Dylan, the Arsenal fan, to break down the 23-man squad. Listen, Dylan, before we even get into it, leading up to this squad, right? There was a whole bunch of controversy surrounding local based players being into the team and you know talks about players having commitment issues surrounding the official squad that is officially announced by the JFF. This is not a fake squad with Mason Greenwood and Mason Holdgate or anything like that. This is actually the official squad from the Jamaica Football Federation. Listen, the conversation surrounding this squad, it will be going on for days until the upcoming game this Thursday. So we're here to kick it off. And the first question I have to ask you, Dylan, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing this, then going to the gym. So it's
Oh,
going
you,
to be
you,
pretty.
you're getting fit for the game this upcoming Thursday?
Oh yes, I mean at this point they'll call me up for the squad. So
Definitely. People, if you're just joining, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and do not be afraid to leave your thoughts below in the comment section. We're going to give you guys a breakdown surrounding the official squad that the Jamaica Football Federation posted on their Instagram page. However, before we get into it, we have to give you guys the big intro to the Reggae Boys Weekly Show. It's time to rise up, stand and take your place. Rise up, shine like the sun. Rise up, rise up. Your journey has just begun. Rise up. Yes, people, rise up, rise up, rise up. That was a good theme song for the 1998 World Cup. What do you think?
yeah, was it 1998 World Cup?
Yeah, 1998 World Cup. That was the theme song. Rise up, whatever the case is. But Dylan, let's get into it because everyone know that the squad it is officially announced. However, for this upcoming World Cup qualifying, the two games against Dominican Republic as well as Dominica, there will be some absentees in these two games, and we're going to talk about that. But let me just bring up the official squad on screen so that the viewers can see the squad. Also, people, if you're just joining the live stream, the most important thing to do is to hit that like button. Also, if you're new, hit that red subscribe button. So, starting off in goal, we have Shaquan Davis from the Jamaica Premier League, Jaden Hibbert, Connor Boyce Clark, Jamal Waite. We have seen Jamal Waite play for the Reggae Boys already at the National Stadium. Now, in defense, we have Dexter Lembikisa, the right back who can also play as a right wing back. We have Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, who is also a left back who can play as a left wing back. Damian Lowe, the I guess you could say the walking red card, aka the walking red card. I know that he doesn't like that name, so let me take that back and refrain from calling Damian Lowe that. We also have Michael Hector, who the last time out for the Reggae Boys, he played exceptionally well. We also have Richard King from Cavalier. We have Tavon Gray, and we have John Bell as well. In the midfield, we have Casey Palmer, Karai Anderson, Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, Alex Marshall, as well as on Adrian Reed and Kevon Lambert. And for some reason, Dylan, why is this not showing me the strikers? For some reason, it's not showing me the strikers. You mind pulling it up on your the Instagram page and showing it on screen? But I think
For sure.
let me just tell you guys who the strike force is. We have Mikel Antonio who will be playing as a striker. We also have well, let me tell you the attacking players. We have Mikel Antonio in the attacking lineup. We also have Kahim Dixon, Shamar Nicholson is available as well. Ronaldo Cephas, Deshane Beckford, Corey Burke, and Devontae Campbell. And I want to kick it off with the attacking players, Dylan. Now, Corey Burke, right? Last time out, we know what happened with the Reggae Boys when we played against the United States of America. It was unfortunate. Corey Burke scored a own goal against the United States of America. What do you think about Corey Burke's inclusion for these two upcoming games? Do you think this inclusion for Corey Burke is warranted?
Well, you can tell that it's either the Reggae Boys are not. Well, I don't know how many of these players are actually unfit.
Dylan, can you share about the thing?
Yeah, I'm going to do it now. One second.
Yeah.
Uh,
But let me take some comments from the people in the comment section. Juras, big up yourself. Demo, Big up yourself. Yeah, definitely. It's a good thing to see Connor Boyce Clark and just bring it over to the official squad. Yeah, so that's the official squad on screen, people. The JFF, they posted it on their page not too long ago. And to note something as well, Coach Jaime Hallgrimson was on Hits 92 FM this morning with Oral Tracy, and he did state that the squad would have been released today. So once again, let me go over it quickly. Shaquan Davis in goal, Jaden Hibbert, Connor Boyce Clark, Jamal Witt. Those are the four goalkeepers in the squad. Defenders consist of Dexter Lembikisa, um, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Trayvon Gray, John Bell. Midfielders also consist of Casey Palmer, Curry Anderson, Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, Alex Marshall from Portmore United, Adrian Reed, as well as Kevon Lambert. And I know that Decania was recently calling for Kevon Lambert to get back into this team. And Dylan, could you just remove Chris Carniff? Come in, Chris Carniff, big up yourself as well. Anywhere you're there in the world.
Oh.
So the forward players consist of as I said, Ronaldo Cephas, Mikel Antonio. Yeah, Dylan, just remove Julius. Come on, let me just see this.
Oh.
Yeah, so Shamar Nicholson, Ronaldo Cephas, Mikel Antonio, Deshane Beckford, Kahim Dixon from Arnett Gardens, who will be leaving the JPL soon, Corey Burke, as well as Devontae Campbell. Now, Dylan, you can continue with Corey Burke. What do you think about Corey Burke's inclusion?
I think it makes sense. He's experienced. If Antonio, if Antonio starts, I don't think we'll see Corey Burke starting. Um, but I think initially when I saw the squad, I was very disappointed, and Dekana and I were talking about, are we even going to try and go to the game? But it's a decent little squad still. I have to agree with King Robert. I think this squad should definitely get the job done. Um, but yeah, I don't think Kerberg is. Hopefully, Kerberg will not have to try and save the game again and hit the ball into his own net.
Yeah, I mean, it was an unfortunate thing, as I said, against the United States of America, but it's just one of those things with football. Now, the next player I would like to move on to in this squad for the upcoming qualifying games. Let's move over to let me see. I don't think we need to talk about Kaim Dixon. I think Kaim Dixon was always going to be an inclusion in this squad. So I think for me, Kaim Dixon definitely does get into this squad for the upcoming qualifying game. The next person I want to talk about is Devontae Campbell from Mount Pleasant. What do you think about Devontae Campbell, another JPL player in the Reggae Boy squad? And it's actually 6 JPL players in this current squad for the 2 upcoming qualifying games. So what do you think about Devontae Campbell?
I think it's a lot about the experience thing. I don't think it's. I Somebody just put in a comment that Grimmy is going to use like 16 players, so no, don't worry. I think it's true. I think unless we're completely blowing them out of the water, then we're not going to see many of these JPL players play. Um, so I don't worry about it too much, but it's good that they get this opportunity to be around the camp. Um, I guess those are my thoughts, honestly.
Yeah, and today on Hits 92 FM, Coach Jaime Hallgrimson, he was asked a question by a caller, right? And the caller asked him, how much input does the technical staff have into this Reggae Boys selection process? And I think he was referring to Mr. Rudolph Speed, who's the technical director for the Jamaica Football Federation.
Right.
And I think he was disturbed by that question. He said, absolutely none. They do not have any ounce of input in this Reggae Boys team. So despite folks seeing 6 players from the Jamaica Premier League, that comes down to Coach Jaime Hallgrimson as well as his assistant, who is John Wall. And I think we should be fair to Hallgrimson in terms of the selection of these players for the 2 upcoming games. And surely, I know that many people don't, favor Mr. Rudolph Speed, but think to yourself, he owns and operates Cavalier Football Club, who recently won the JPL. If the selection was down to him and he was going to include JPL players, surely there would have been more Cavalier players in this team compared to the amount of JPL players across the board in the team. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I have to agree. I'm not really here to get into the politics of the JPL because that could be a live by itself. Um, but I think it's definitely him. You can see in the interviews that he has done, in his engagement with us as fans. He's always in and around it. He's watching the games. He's engaging with the local based players. had a training with the local base players alone. So yeah, I don't doubt that. I don't think he is here for the politics. I think he's just here to try and get us to the World Cup. And I think this squad is more than capable in our next game.
Yeah. So let me move over to a next player that I would like to talk about. Well, not a next player, but I like to go to the goalkeeping department because recently we know that Andre Blake did a surgery, and we wish him a speedy recovery. So in terms of the goalkeeping department, we have Shaquan Davis from Mount Pleasant. We have also Jaden Hibbert, Connor Boyce Clark, and we have Jamal Wade. Now the two standout players for me in this pool for the goalkeepers, I would say it's Jamal Wade and Shaquan Davis. No, we've seen Jamal Wade before. He has played when not Damian, no, when Andre Blake wasn't fit or whatever the case. I remember in the Nations League, I think he picked up an injury or something like that, and Jamal Wade played in that game at the National Stadium, and I think he played well. I think Jamal Wade has a bit more to him compared to Andre Blake in certain departments. Now going into these two games as well as the Copa America as well, because it doesn't look like Andre Blake will be available for the Copa America. Out of Shaquan Davis and Jamal Wade, who gets that number one position for you?
I mean, I really don't know much about goalkeeping, honestly, but I've seen based off the comments in our videos that Waits is the person that the people are gravitating to. So, I have to trust our loyal community here at Gunners. But yeah, bro, I don't know. Whoever can play out at the back better, I would favor.
Yeah, for me, I like Shaquan Davis. I've seen him before. However, the mere fact that I've seen Jamal Wade a bit more, I've watched him a bit more as a goalkeeper, and for me, I just feel like I'm comfortable with Jamal Wade in goal. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I've seen him as number one before when Andre Blake wasn't playing, and I didn't really have any question marks surrounding Jamal Wade. I was really comfortable with his distribution, his shot stopping ability, how he commands his 18-yard box, and how he operates between his sticks as well. So I think every Reggae Boys fan will be comfortable with Jamal Wade getting that number one position. And I think it's important that he gets that position as well going into the qualifying games as well as the Copa America, because you don't really want to go into a tournament where you're iffy surrounding your goalkeeper. You look at major tournaments across the globe, like say World Cups, for example, or Euros, and there's one country in specific who, for numerous amount of years, up until recently, they've always had iffy goalkeepers, and it is England. England, they've always had good teams in the past, with Wayne Rooney and Steven Gerrard and some of these guys, but between the sticks, they've always had some questionable goalkeepers who those goalkeepers went on to cost them in major international tournaments. So for me, Jamal Wade, and I think most people in the comment section, they're agreeing that Jamal Wade gets that number one position as well. Now, let's move on to a next player that I would like to discuss surrounding the team that made the selection process. And let me just get it up on screen in a short order. And people, once again, if you're just joining the live stream, remember to hit the subscribe button as well, and also hit the like button, and share your thoughts below in the comment section as well. Chorus Cranif say wait has been waiting long. Hey Chorus, big up yourself, easy, but yeah, Jamal Wade, I think this is his time now. Dima say no. Drew Ross response to Dima say, yeah, on JD show I heard he never played much this season. Drew Ross, who you talking about? I have a feeling, but I just can't remember the name. Who you talking about, Drew Ross? Leave it in the comment
I think
section.
they're talking about Wade, but I was just looking through Wade's stats. They're not very good.
Who, Jamal Wade?
Yes, it's not looking good.
Yeah,
His
but
high claims are good, but everything else kind of.
some players play better for like country than club. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you hope so.
I mean, look at Liam Bailey, for example.
Because he has conceded the most amount of goals this season. He has one clean sheet out of 11 games. He has 3 penalties faced, conceded 3 of them. Um, I guess his pass accuracy is okay. 2 yellow cards? How do you get 2 yellow cards?
But listen, I think you have to look at Jamal Wade in isolation, bro. As I said, I've seen him for the national team probably more times than you. And people in the comment section, I think they're comfortable with Jamal Wade getting that number one position as well. So it's no big deal for me. If I'm gonna look at his stats, it's no big deal for me at this moment in time. Now let's move on to a different department. Now let's talk about the midfield situation, right? We have Casey Palmer in the midfield, Corey Anderson, Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, Alex Marshall, Adrian Reed, as well as Kevin Lambert. And I remember on one specific stream, the Kanye was calling for Kevin Lambert to get back into this team. I think he said that Lambert didn't really get a fair shot the last time he was in the team. Now, Alex Marshall from Portmore United. I think Alex is like 24, 25. You would have seen Alex Marshall at the schoolboy football level and probably in some 1 and 2 JPL games. What do you think about the inclusion of Alex Marshall? Because many Jamaican fans or many Reggae Boys fans on different platforms, I saw a few of them saying that Alex Marshall should get into this team. That he can be that creative player that is not that he's going to be the answer, but he can be a stopgap to an extent. Many folks were calling for Alex Marshall. I don't know if it's because of favoritism or they just rate the player. But what do you think about Alex Marshall in this team? Is that a surprise to you?
Somebody said in the comments that Flemings has been good. He deserved a call up. um,
So talk
um,
about it.
yeah, I think there's definitely a spot in the midfield that's up for grabs. Looking through, well, I'm not even sure, but I think it's definitely a positive thing. Halgrimson clearly sees the potential in Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if anything, I think these camps help you to even help to find a bigger move. You can use your agent if you have one to advertise yourself, saying that I'm in and around the
But
squad.
the thing is, Dylan, I think some people that don't want to use the national team as an advertisement agency for some of these players. So it's either you're good enough, and if you're not good enough, then you don't make the team. So you have to pick one. Do you mind him in the team, or you have question marks surrounding his inclusion?
Well, who else is going to be there? I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the question. If I had choices, then I'd be like, but our midfield situation, as we've been talking about for a while, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weak. So I would want any player to really step up to have the starting berth in this team, as long as they can be clean in the position. So I really don't care who steps up. Somebody just needs to. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just my.
I mean, for me, looking at the midfield that has always been the weak point of this Reggae Boys team to an extent. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. It can be improved. I think Casey Palmer selects himself in this midfield. I think Cara Anderson selects himself as well. And to be honest, Cara Anderson did have an exceptional season with Charlton Athletic um last season. And I think I've not seen enough of Cara Anderson with the national team. So I'm hoping in these 2 games I can see a bit more of him. I hope I can also see a bit more of Casey Palmer, but in a more role that allows him that freedom to be creative, to show what he's about on the attacking forefront. Also, Bobby Reed gets into this team. Obviously, everyone we love Bobby Reed. We adore Bobby Reed. Real professional player. One of the best players for the Reggae Boys team all around since he has started to play for the team. Right. Daniel Johnson, that's the big player that we need to talk about. Not big in terms of like one of the best players, whatever. But Daniel Johnson didn't really play at Stoke City last season. Daniel
Right.
Johnson was shunned by his manager last season for Stoke City. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about Daniel Johnson? Because Dylan, I personally love Daniel Johnson, but I don't know. I don't know if he should command a starting position in this team going forward for the World Cup qualifying games as well as Copa America. But maybe he's just being used as an extra body. What do you think about Daniel Johnson?
Well, I guess if we know one thing about Coach Halgrimson is that he's pragmatic. So he's going to, you know, do what the game calls for. So I wouldn't be too concerned about form for club or if he's playing for his club. At the end of the day, I think Halgrimson, once you step into the national team, it's almost like you get a clean slate and then you decide what you're going to do with that
Mm-hmm.
clean slate. So it's a summer, the season is over. This can be the perfect place for him because Copa America is around the corner. So if nothing, this is an audition for people to decide that I want to start at Copa America against the likes of Caicedo, and Estupinian,
Yeah, for
um,
Ecuador
yeah, for Ecuador. So yeah, if you can't do it in this game, who is it?
and
Dominic
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. If you
Yeah.
can't do it against Dominican Republic, then you cannot do it against Ecuador, and you cannot do it in the Copa America. Um, So yeah, I'm not in any way concerned. Um, if we lose the game, it is what it is.
Hey, no man, you're a madman, youth. I'm
No,
kick you off
but
my stream, but if we lose the game, you're a madman.
no,
You
we
can't lose the
should be
World Cup
winning the
qualifying
game.
games, brother.
Like, if we don't win the game, then we're going to have a lot of content and it's going to be very fun.
No man, I'm not
But
indulging at them thing there, brother. I win more, and win the game. Win more, and win the
no, but
game.
I'm going to be at the game, so we better
Listen, we
get
can crash out of the Copa America for all like here, but we need to make a statement
win.
in the first game at the office. Because let me address this comment and circle back to that. What's this comment? King, what? King in it since 991. King in it since 91. Big up yourself. Better they had brought Ravel instead of Burke. Let me just address this. King. Hal Grimson, he was on Hits 92 FM this morning, and Oral Tracy asked him about Ravel Morrison, right? And he said the situation surrounding Ravel is that he does not have a club. So basically, I'm gonna say if you don't have a club, you can't be selected, right? And it would be unjust to players who actually play in a professional setting. He also went on to state that Ravel was trying to, before this period, he was trying to come to Jamaica to like get his fitness up, whatever the case is. However, it didn't work out. So it's not like Ravel Morrison doesn't have a spot in this team. It's just that he needs to find a club. And Coach Harmir Hagrimson said that he has faith that he will find a club. So hopefully before the Nations League, Ravel Morrison can find a club. Oran Hernandez, big up yourself. Yeah, the squad name. Let me just pull it up on screen. This is the squad. And Dylan, I just want to address you about something too. You see, this you see Hal Grimson, once again, he was on Hits 92 FM for those of you who didn't know, from 9 a.m. this morning to 10 a.m., right? With Oral Tracy. And he said, you see, if you look at the mere fact that the United States of America, as well as Canada and Mexico are already qualified, the man say, you see, the other team them who have vied for qualification, they're going to be at Jamaica. They're going to be at our necks. So it's not a pram push thing. The real Jamaican them know what pram push mean. You know what pram push mean?
Mm-mm.
Joke thing. You see me? So I know pram push thing moving forward in the qualifying rounds and the games that we have coming up. Not because it's Dominic or Republic or Dominic or some of these other respective countries. We have to give them respect. And Hal Grimson did emphasize giving these teams respect because it's not a free for all thing. Could you imagine that you'd have never we would have never thought in our lifetime that we would have seen where three teams automatically qualify for the World Cup in our region and then more spaces are up for grabs. No other country would have thought about that. So the fact that that is happening or that has happened now for the 2026 World Cup with those three countries qualifying, we have to make a statement against Dominican Republic so that other countries within the region that we will be playing can realize, yo, this is not a joke team. Whether a six local man of the team or seven, or you get me, I say, whenever we have a strong squad as well, we can even be better. You get me, I say, so
But bro, I've said it multiple times. If Jamaica don't qualify for this World Cup, I cannot give up. I
no,
fully-
Hal Grimson said we're going to qualify, man. So we're going
Why
to
don't we
qualify.
qualify? Well, the three best teams out of CONCACAF have already qualified. So it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
We're going to qualify. We're going to qualify. But let me take some comments. Jackie Love TV, big up yourself. Once again, people, if you have 100 of you guys on the live stream, just do us a massive favor by hitting that like button. Also, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. But the official squad, it has been announced by the Jamaica Football Federation and it is on their Instagram page. And this time around, this is not a fake squad. This is the actual squad. So no Mason Greenwood, no Mason Holgate, or Holgate, whatever gate him name. There's no Mason Holgate in the team. Also, no Reese Nelson. And Dylan, more I tell you, say, I did a video recently, right? And a good source of mine basically stated that Reese Nelson is only in Jamaica for vacation. So even for the Copa America, I'm not going to say they will not see a U-turn because you can always leave the door open. But the person stated that Reese Nelson is in Jamaica only for vacation. So people, we can take our minds off Reese Nelson. And I think his brother is accompanying him in Jamaica as well. And I think I was looking at his Instagram story and he said something like the last supper in yard. So the man say, oh, I lost food is for winner, so we're cut. And I think well, I'm not gonna say I tell them I cut, but obviously that means that them are cut. You get me? I say, and I was saying to myself, if Reese Nelson was going to be included in this squad, obviously his brother would have wanted to be at the National Stadium to be there at his debut So the mere fact say the man posted up on his Instagram story and the fact say Reece Nelson is not included, you just know say. And even the thing is, even if there was a slight sign that he was going to play in the Copa America, um, I believe he's leaving the island, right? But at least him should have been in and around the squad that leading up to the Copa America, him can build a rapport with his teammates, him can build a connection and understanding as well. But yeah, people, Reece Nelson was only in Jamaica for vacation. But we have a
I think the
few.
moment that I saw Emil here, I kind of lost hope because the fact that he's like a Arsenal Academy link up. All I needed was Saka to be here, but I think the moment you see Emil, it's kind of like, oh yeah, I don't think there's anything in this at all.
Yeah, Orion Hernandez saying when we call out the name of the players that are selected. And note people, 6 JPL players did make this squad. Tell me in the comment section, are you guys pleased with the 6 JPL players being in the squad for the 2 upcoming World Cup qualifying games? Also, I need you guys to note this squad will be different um, than the Copa America squad. And Dylan, Orion Hernandez, before I call out the names for you, let me just move over to the squad injury list as well as who will be unavailable for
That's the
the,
part I
the,
want
the,
to
the
talk
World
about.
Cup qualifying games as well as Copa America. So we have Demarai with a broken collarbone. We reported on that a couple weeks ago. Amari Bell is recovering from his ACL injury. Joel Latibody, he has a calf strain. Ethan Pinnock, ankle injury, so he will not be available for the second time around. Last time out, he was not available due to injury as well. Andre Blake recently did a surgery to clear up his meniscus. So he did a meniscus surgery. So he's out for approximately 46 weeks. So Captain Andre Blake, the Philadelphia, I would say he's a legend for Philadelphia. So the Philadelphia Union legend, as well as the Reggae Boyz captain, will not be available, unfortunately. Dujan Whisper Richards, the so-called Wonder Kid, whether it's for Jamaica or whether it's on a global basis, you guys can decide that. He's out with an injury, and Leon Bailey will be the only unavailable player for, well, at least this time around. And let me just get to Leon Bailey quickly, right?
Okay.
Because Jaime Hallgrimson, he was asked about Leon Bailey by Oral Tracy. Oral Tracy, big up yourself. I feel like he conducted that interview wonderfully well. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find my words, but I think he did it well. And he asked some good questions as well surrounding the Reggae Boyz team. Now, pertaining to Leon Bailey, Hallgrimson was asked if he would be in the team, and Hallgrimson said, listen, Leon Bailey already stated what he said in the past about him taking a break. And to be fair to Bailey, Hallgrimson did state that he was thinking about it from a long time ago, even before the Canada game. You know what I'm saying? So the man say I'm gonna go in party, the man say I'm gonna take a break from the team. So I guess we just have to give Leon Bailey space. And whenever he wants to come back around, if you guys want to give him his if you guys want to give Bailey your support, then that's fine. Everyone is different surrounding that. I am leaving the door open for Leon Bailey to get back into this team, but it doesn't look like he will be up for the Copa America as well. He won't be in the World Cup qualifying games as he's not selected, and he will not be up for Copa America. Well, the man have been party before Copa America, so him definitely not go Copa America. I mean, I think him not going party. You see me? Also, what Hallgrimson said is that Bailey did say some stuff, right? I think Carl Grimson did back Bailey. He said, listen, you see the infrastructure and everything they were building that about? The man seemed correct in that. That's what Carl Grimson said. So enough of us, somehow we cuss and say, yo, facility now nothing to do with how poor Bailey play, Ray. But, Carl Grimson said, listen, the fields are not up to date. The facilities that we train at, it's not up to date as well. And some of those stuff. And what Carl Grimson said in that interview as well, he was asked about the recruitment of the international based players, especially predominantly from England. And he said, listen, you have a lot of quality players out there that want to play for Jamaica, but you know what's holding them back from playing for Jamaica, Dylan? The
Oh,
infrastructure. Hallgrimson stated that it is not up to date, bro. So a lot of these players, them kind of, you see, because them used to a certain infrastructure and system in England, bro, for them
mm,
to make that trip to Jamaica and then, you know, train in a different environment when we do not have the necessary facilities, it kind of turned them away to a certain extent. So Hargreaves said, like, listen, we need to get our infrastructure up and our systems as well so that we can accommodate these players. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to make sure, say, we can facilitate and accommodate these players that play at the high level. So Hargreaves did state you have a lot of them that want to play. We all know the name of the players that are linked with the Reggae Boyz, the Reece Nelson, the Mason Greenwood. A lot of these players, bro. But it's the fact that them used to a certain system It's like them kind of shun away from Jamaica. People, share thoughts in the comment section. What you guys think about the international players from England that have Jamaican heritage that can represent Jamaica? The fact that they're kind of, I don't want to use the word shun Jamaica, but and I don't want to use the word skeptical as well. And may not have the word feet, but them just think about it at this moment in time. They're thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? They're thinking about if they want to play for Jamaica. Because we don't want to really put certain words out there on social media or on a public platform as if to say that them no want to play. You know, but they're thinking about it. So the mere fact that they're thinking about it, we have to give them time and space. Now, I think we kind of prolonged that a little bit too long. So let me just read out the squad for Oran Hernandez. Once again, Demarai Grace out, Amari Bell, Joel Latibodier, Ethan Pinnock, Andre Blake, the captain, Dujan Whisper Richards, the Wonder Kid, as well as Leon Bailey. And the official squad reads goalkeepers, Shaquan Davis, Jaden Hibbert, Connor Boyce Clark, Jamal Waite, who I believe should get the number one starting spot between the sticks. Defenders, Dexter Mbikisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Tavon Gray, John Bell. Is that Bell or Ball? Ball. My bad. No, Bell. Midfielders, Casey Palmer, Corey Anderson, Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, Alex Marshall, Adrian Reed, Kevon Lambert, and the attacking players consist of Shamar Nicholson, the man from France that plays for Clermont Foot, although his loan, it has basically ended. It ends at, I think it ends this month, you know. I think Shamar Nicholson loan actually end today, you know. Yeah, I think, Shamar Nicholson loan end today, I believe, people. So Shamar Nicholson, the player from CSK Moscow, Ronaldo Cephas down from Turkey, Mikel Antonio, the man from West Ham, who is currently out of a contract as well. You know, see, Mikel Antonio is a free agent right now. Lord God.
Actually?
Yo, yeah, man, I think at today him contract expire. If I not today, next month as the last day. At today, man. At today, I think him contract expire. Jano. But I heard that they're in renegotiations with him. Dishane Beckford, Kahim Dixon, the man who have left JPL and start up somewhere else, wherever him go. Corey Burke, the man who scored the own goal for Jamaica. Unforgettable. Well, no, not unforgettable moment. Unfortunate moment. As well as Devontae Campbell from JPL. People, share your thoughts in the comment section. What do you guys think about this squad? In the comment section, out of 10, how much you rate this squad that's going to go up against Dominica Republic at the office June 6th, this Thursday? And what do you guys think about this squad that will face Dominica on the 9th of June? Do you guys think we can pick up 6 points in those two games? What do you think, Dylan? 6 points?
Has to be.
Easy.
I hope so.
Because what you know now, I give you my starting lineup out of this squad, right? I go with Jamal Waite in goal, right? I go with Dexter Mbikisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Michael Hector. I think the coach will go play a 3-4-3, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to go, no, I can't 3-4-3. All right, 3-4-3, right? So, Lembikisa, the wing back, Greg Lee, the wing back, 3 centre back, Bernard, Michael Hector, and Richard King. Come on, put Damian Lowe back there because Damian Lowe go play in the midfield. In the midfield now, I'm going to go with Casey Palmer, right? No, Daniel Johnson not getting on my team now. I go with Casey Palmer, Corey Anderson, right? Casey Palmer, Corey Anderson. But I go with them two. And then I'm attacking lineup. But I go with Bobby Reed off of the right hand side. Mikel Antonio as a striker. And Cephas over the left hand side. And you know what the funny thing is, bro?
What? Nicholson must play, bro. In this squad, Nicholson have to play.
Yeah, hold on. No, man. Mikel Antonio come off a good form. I'm just realizing there's no Jamal Lowe in this team.
Yep.
Because if Jamal Lowe was in the team, they would have thrown him over the left hand side. You get me? I say, but Jamal Lowe in the team, so would have put Cephas over the left hand side, Bobby Reed off of the right, and then Mikel Antonio as the striker. No, Dylan, Mikel Antonio have to get the starting position over Shamar Nicholson. Mikel Antonio come off a good form since season, you know, despite him injuries. You get me? I say, people, I'm gonna drop the link in the comment section. Click the link, join, and give me your thoughts surrounding this team. Also, on the drop in the lineup in the comment section. Cherry's Life says 6 out of 10. Cherry's 6 out of 10. Oh God, man. Bro, this is a different conversation.
That's rough.
How could we have suspended players? Milo and Cut, there's no one that is current. Who
You can't be
suspended?
suspended for a new competition, my friends.
You can't. Man, there's no suspended players in the team. Them would have stated in this. The only players that are
How,
unavailable due to
how would you be
injuries.
suspended?
Yeah, yeah. Cause World Cup qualification different.
Exactly, it's different.
Demarai Gray is out. Amari Bell, Joel Latibodier, Ethan Pinnock, Andre Blake, Dujan Richards due to injuries, and Leon Bill is the only one that is available for party reasons. So, yeah. Damian Nemward say, who now wouldn't want Dixon in the team? Hope him get to play all matches. Exactly, Damian Nemward. I think Dixon was always going to get into the team. Oran Hernandez say 8 out of 10. Sean Answer say 5 out of 10. Sean, why you say it is 5 out of 10?
Presser,
Why?
what about caller, Presser?
The device is not connected. Caller, kindly connect your device, turn your camera on or whatever the case is, a microphone, and then we will add you to the stage to hear thoughts surrounding the Reggae Boyz team that is selected for the two
Never mind.
upcoming
Caller
games, and he is lost. People, the link is in the comment section. Mr. Derek G comment. What happened to Dujan? Sterling thought he was ready to play for the team. I'm not quite too sure. I heard something like he doesn't have his passport or something. I'm not sure surrounding Duchan's name. But Derek G, people, let me note, and people, if you have a pen and paper beside you, know, just note that this team will be different than the team for Copa America. Remember, you know, people, remember good, you know, are just two games we have now the qualification right now. Dominican Republic as well as Dominica. Now, this team for me is supposed to get the job done. Now, the team for the Copa America, it definitely has to be stronger than this team that we have selected, right? Hopefully, looking at the unavailable players, hopefully Demarai Gray will be available. Hopefully, Amar Bell will be available. Latibody is just a calf strain, so I think he'll be available. Ethan Pinnock ankle injury, so he is supposed to be available. Andre Blake is definitely out, and Dujan Richards, I'm not sure about what type of injury he has, but maybe if he's available by then, he will be selected, right? So, Damien, big up yourself. We never say what kind of injury we have. It just say injury for some reason. Uh, Cherry's life say a fake one. Dylan, I wonder if I party with Spargo. I wonder if I'm gonna go a party. What do you think?
Bro, you're conspiring. That one is all you
Wait, this
still.
is a where the Uptown Monday injury whisper.
Yeah, what is Bailey's party called?
Oh yeah,
Nemard would know. Mr. Nemard, could you kindly tell us what the name of the party is?
what be the party name? Dripson. So it's like a Dripson injury whisper. You see me? Yeah, remember say whisper been a party it up from within us. So the man them just get a party injury. You see me? So the man them been a drift and I guess him drift out him ankle. Uptown Mondays where they you see me? But I drove make people, but whisper them same injury. So I just said go still me feel a fake injury because me feel a fake injury because them put everybody injury type and not his. That is definitely true then. We have to question Dujan's injury because let me just bring it up on screen. Why would they put everyone else injury
Yeah.
but not Dujan's own? And they were particular meniscus surgery, ankle injury, calf strain, ACL, broken collar bone for them are great. So why is it that Whisper own it just comes down to injury? Is it that Whisper also made himself unavailable for the upcoming selection due to the fact that he was not selected in the previous CONCACAF Nations League? You know, these are questions that we have to ask ourselves. So people probably right. But as me say, this is just for the World Cup qualifier. So the squad for the Nations League, no, the squad for the Copa America, I should say, people, it can be different. It will be not can, it will be different. Halgrimson did state that the squad for the Copa America it will be different than the squad for the two upcoming qualifying games. But the thing is, Dylan, I want that when you go into these two qualifying games, we maximize all points, which is 6 points. So me want 6 points. Me don't want to lose and me don't want to draw. You get me? I say me don't want to draw a card, me don't want to draw six, nothing. People, the StreamYard link is in the comment section. Somebody please join the stream and give your thoughts surrounding the team. Also, people, do me a favor, man, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, then subscribe. Also, um, drop in the starting left in the comment section so we can read in the comments, man. Don't be afraid, people. Exercise the finger them on the Friday. And make sure so you reach at the game next week, Thursday, no people. Cause no phone, I'm gonna address this on the live stream, right? No for uno. Me or not say, yo, why them never drop the squad earlier so we can know who they in the team? Cause if my ball on the day in the team, and I'll go match. Yo, regardless of who regardless of who gets selected, on go at the match and support the man them. Stop support the team because on the favorite ball then at the team. And also support work. Support Reggae Boy, support Jamaica. Don't support one player. Not because Whisper or Bailey or Suchman or whoever else now go there. Go and support the team. A full time now we stop this thing, but if my ball and now go there, me not going much. But they think a one man play ball game. A multiple players play ball game for one team, brother. It's a team effort. People come together to form a team. It's not a one-man army. So when you go out June 6th, if you're not purchasing the ticket now, Eddie Vision, all the other respective YouTuber them, I think JT, JD, Coach's Desk, I am sure Sports, whichever channel you watch, use the discount code that is provided. I don't remember how much percent they get off. I think it's like, I don't remember how much percent. Eddie
10%.
Buddha, big up yourself. Yes, people, I hit 1,000 subscribers, I think 2 days ago. So thank you for the continuous support. Um, so yeah, people. So we definitely go out and support the game. The codes are available on other YouTube channels. We don't have any code, but yes, the codes are available. So people go out there, use the code them, take on a girlfriend, take on the moms, or anybody else, on a mother, on a daughter, on a brother, on a sister, on a pitney. Go to the game, support the team. It is the opening game of our World Cup qualifying campaign. And if you don't want to go to another game, please go to the National Stadium, June 6th, next week, Thursday. The tickets are not expensive. They are not expensive. All I know who are going to buy this week and I'll floss out the money, or who are going to go weddy, or up to a Mondays come Monday, on to save the money, buy 2 tickets and go to the National Stadium. The team needs your support. I'm advocating for you guys to go out there and support the team. Big deal then. Make sure you reach the match next week Thursday. No, can no funny up on the YouTube space and in the comment section. Love talk, and go the game, So go the game this week Thursday. Is it me? Hope the coach no pick him for Copa. Let me read some more comments. Miller said Whisper is injured. He didn't play Chelsea under 21 game. Stop talking BS. Yeah, I did. I heard that he didn't play in the under 21 game. I think it was the last game of the season for them as well. But all people are saying that why everybody else injury is noted but not Whispers. Dylan, do me a favor, drop the link in the comment section once again. Maybe some people can join because this is an earlier live. We will be going live once again at the regular time, 5 p.m. Jamaica time, 6 p.m. if you're in America. So that's going to be about different topics. But maybe some people that work now say them can't call in. But we appreciate the continuous support. Once again, people, smash that button. And let me bring it up on screen again for those of you guys who are just joining the live stream. So this is the 23-man squad. Is it a 23-man squad? Yes, 23-man squad for the World Cup qualifying games, the 2 games coming. Shaquan Davis, Jaden Hibbert, Connor Boyce Clark, Jamal Waite. Defenders consist of Dexter Limbikisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Trayvon Gray, John Bell. Midfielders also consist of Casey Palmer, the man from Coventry, Corey Anderson, Charlton Athletic, Bobby Reed from Fulham, who I think is also out of contract as well. There's so many players in this Reggae Boyz team who are out of contract. Unbelievable. Daniel Johnson, I think, is looking for a new club as well. Alex Marshall, the man from Portmore United, former St. George's player for Manning Cup, exceptional player. Adrian Reed, as well as Kevon Lambert, the Kanye's favorite player. And then we have...
Respond to this comment.
1 second. Forwards consist of Shamar Nicholson, the man from Russia, Ronaldo Cephas, the man from Turkey, not the turkey where you eat, the turkey, the country. Mikel Antonio, the man from West Ham, not the ham where you eat, West Ham, the club. Dishian Beckford, Kahim Dixon from Arnett Gardens, who will be leaving the JPL this upcoming summer, Corey Burke, as well as Devontae Campbell. And nowadays, big up yourself. Thank you for the comment. Let me just address this comment quickly. And I'm not forced nobody for buying the tickets, right? Because everybody's financial situation different. The man say, go. You can't tell me if you go buy tickets, go watch man a kick ball from defense to forward. My peeps at Dallas Sunday with money I spent. All right, know this. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Just make sure that if I go there home Thursday, at least watch the game. I know it's enough fun when I go the game, but I say go still. Yeah, the man them say they don't want to see no long ball. You see me? No long ball.
Wow. Why?
Brother, I'm telling you, man, but why, man? I am first responder. Big up yourself. I am not impressed with a squad that the reserves are not better than a starter star. Reserves must be able to come on and make an impact. But first responder, if you look on the team really and truly, right? I think some of the players that will be on the bench, I think they're good enough to make an impact, Dylan, to an extent. What do you think? Is that a bad team?
No, it's not about team at all. Not
You see
about
me?
team at all.
I mean, we have to consider the competition that we will be facing against Dominican Republic as well as Dominica. It's not like you face a Ecuador or a Venezuela or a Mexico, bro, where you need the strongest team. And I'm not saying if the case was we had all players available, I would have went to the strongest team for the qualifying games as well as going into the Copa America. However, due to circumstances, Hargreaves has selected this team, right, with his coaching staff. And I'm saying if you put if your name is starting lineup, right, and you look in every respective position, if a man come out injured against Dominica Republic or against Dominica, I think the team is still strong enough for players coming off the bench to still make an impact. So I don't think we need to stress over the two upcoming games against Dominican Republic as well as Dominica. I'm not trying to undermine these two teams, but come on, people. Let's take things into context. Let's look at the two teams that we will be facing in the two games. We don't reach the Copa America as the people. We're not the Copa America now. At June 22nd is starting, people. We're going against Dominican Republic as well as Dominica. And I'm not trying to undermine both teams, but I think this team should be good enough for the starting 11 as well as the rotation that will be provided to get the job done, to get 6 points. And we massively need the 6 points to kick off our World Cup campaign. Um, Come on, Newton. If Core Breaker come, may as well Alpha Sport come to. Yo, dog, me want cry. Believe me, kiss me teeth. People, as we're Ryan LFC said, believe, no man. Big deal and said, bro, they are have some good local baller from Spain second league. That's true, big deal. And that's why I use my words carefully. I say that I'm not trying to undermine both teams, especially Dominican Republic, because I saw some recruitment that they have been doing and they have a good team. As I say, but I just think that our team should be good enough to beat these teams as well. Um, Lee, big up yourself. According to the international media, Jamaica consistently has a tendency to implode before crucial matches, leading me to believe this to be a valid observation. Okay, fair enough comment. Colin Quest said, where is Russell Ban Bailey? Colin Quest, you can't ban the man. The man say man available, brother. The man say him off in party. Dripson. So just reach out Dripson, Colin Quest. You see me, I say? Um, RJ, well, RJ said the land. Let me take this. Coming from RJ. RJ say, oh, let me take this
Dexter
come from
Lambekis and Michael Hector.
3412. Dexter McKees, Michael Hector. What
Oh,
is
Sean
Bernard,
Burnett,
Greg
Greg
Lee,
Lee.
Daniel Johnson, Curry Anderson,
Yeah.
who TGB?
TG.
Tavon Gray. No, I can't Tavon Gray. Am I
TG. Yeah.
Tavon Gray? I must get that wrong. Bobby
Are
Reed.
worried.
Who's
Any.
ND? Who
Any.
NDB?
Who's
MA, Mikel
ND?
Antonio. Who's ND? ND,
And then
RDN.
MA is Mikel Antonio. So, but who's ND?
That means who's ND and TG. I can't Tavon Gray matter about. Mile Uncut. Monday man go drop some lead up on Jamaica. Hey, yo, Dylan, the thing is, we have to be careful in these upcoming games because, bro, if you look at Haiti at the office, right? Um, if you look at what you call him there? If you look at Haiti at the office, you know, say them team that come on Jamaica come play with for the part though, despite when we win. Even Honduras, no brother. The man them company see a much of people be complain about, and the man them play us for the park, brother. So we have to be careful against teams like Dominican Republic and Dominica. You get me? I say we can't be over our heads going into these qualifying games. That's why Hargreaves said we need to respect these two teams that we will be facing.
True.
Ball H TV, big up yourself. Check, definitely check in. Ball H TV or Ball H TV. What you think about the squad? Greatest squad out of 10. Tell me. Make sure you not drop the 5 out of 10 now. Football group, big up yourself. Hargreaves and you all are looking past Dominican Republic. I hope the football gods don't teach on a lesson at Jamaica's
I said the same
expense.
thing.
And as I said, football guru, I do not want to undermine these two teams. You get me? The last thing I want after kick off the World Cup campaign, losing the first game at home against Dominican Republic, because the second game is against Dominica. And a lot of teams come to the national stadium and they play us off the park, even though we win sometimes. They dominate in possession. They dominate going forward in terms of chances being created, etc. So we have to be very careful. And it's a very depleted squad, people. It's a very depleted squad in certain areas, right? So hard groups to try and best to select the best players for these two upcoming games. 6 JPA players are included in the squad that is selected. Let me
You
check
saw,
check.
you saw his response.
What?
5.1 out of 10.
5.1 out of 10. While it's TV is smart, me tell the man say don't give me 5 out of 10, man give me 5.1 out of 10. Palmer suspended. Palmer is suspended. Interesting. Me lose out for Omar Hutchinson. Me all and following. Big deal then. We could talk about Omar Hutchinson, Dylan. Big deal then. You see the man are going under contract situation. Already Chelsea triggered the man 1 year extension, no big deal then. So like the man I say, yo, I need to sort out my club future. But Dylan, I do not buy into that notion because I look at other big respective players for other international countries. And bad man, they've been in worse situations than Omar Hutchinson in terms of transfer negotiations. And them go out and play for them respective country. You get
Mikel
me?
Antonio,
Exactly. Mikel
literally,
Antonio is literally out of a contract, people.
and he's here.
Bobby Reed is literally basically out of a
Yeah,
contract. Shema Nicholson has uncertainty surrounding his future with the club in Russia, Moscow. So I'm not really buying into it because I've seen bigger players that play for bigger countries with contract situations, whether it's transfer speculation or renewal of a contract, and them go out and play for them country and them agent deal with whatever is supposed to be done. And that is why you have agents. So I'm not really buy into the Omar Hutchinson thing. And remember, big deal then. I'm not go bash Hutchinson so quickly because what if he is selected for the upcoming Copa America? Who knows? So I could just wait and see. So I don't really want to cast some speculation, but I don't really buy into that notion surrounding, oh, if I'm gonna go through contract negotiations, him can't make himself available. No. Bigger baller make themselves available, brother. So you see me I
Mr.
say.
Nemard, why you being so negative in the comments,
We
man?
might lose the first match. 876 stream, I hope not the most. YouTube can help them after that. Well, man, what they man I say, if we lose the match, no fans not turn up again. If God can help 876 stream. Milo Ankot say, and Andre Blake not there to save us. So careful, brother. Me no want to hear that G. Michael Berman. Yo, Michael, big up yourself. Yo, Michael Berman, brother. Michael Berman. Very critical of me, but once the respect is there, then Travis Pessoa, I said maybe. I'm just saying I am a fan. Me care if the players going to represent as a yard man.
True.
Big deal. Let's say him been a turn down call up. John Mark McGregor. That's why you have agents. And let me just plug the squad for you guys again. Some of you guys just joining. Once again, people, the most important thing to do is to hit that subscribe button as well as to hit the like button on each respective platform as it does help the platforms to grow. If you're not going to drop no super chat, people, our super chat is in the form of hitting the like button as well as hitting the subscribe.
Oh, Jano. He just dropped out, people. Join the live. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this squad. In terms of, yeah, people, I just want to know what you guys think of the injury still, the injury situation. I'm very interested, as Mr. Presser was talking about in the Richards thing, because I don't know what injury means. I want to hear what the report of this injury is. So, yeah.
Let me see what Ballets TV say. Sorry about the people drop off just now. I'm all in all. I'm all in all seriousness though. This team is very confusing to me. Are some of the players not in Jamaica? I mean, Ballets TV. Let's go to the squad, right? To the unavailable players. So currently we have Demarai Gray out with a shoulder injury. Amari Bell, Joey Latibodier, Ethan Pinnock, Andre Blake, Dujon Richards, all players that are injured at this moment in time. Now, Leon Bailey is unavailable. Now, if we're going to talk about players snubbing Jamaica, we would have to look at certain players. So let's talk about Bailey Kadamatiri or Bailey Kadamatri or Cartridge, whatever man want name, right? Because everybody pronounce it different. You know what? Let me be fair. Bailey Kadamatiri, that's how I pronounce it, because not many people like to get their names mispronounced, right? And I'm on a public platform, so I'm sorry about that, people. Now, the last time out, Jamaica selected him as well as England at the same time. He opted to represent the youth team at that moment in time. Now, fast forward to now, recently, him get an next call up from the youth team again, in which he opted to go for the youth team. I didn't hear anything about Jamaica calling him up or anything like that. So he's out of the picture. So Bailey Kadamatiri one side, right? Now we have Reese Nelson. Somebody told me that Reese Nelson was only in Jamaica for vacation. So if he's in Jamaica for vacation, then I guess he never have no plans to play for the country, first of all. So him could have never him could have never snub us. So Reece Nelson is also out of the picture, right? Let's talk about um what's his name, Dylan? Mason Greenwood. Now Mason Greenwood, we know his situation already. You know, he's in talks. Well, he might have to start out in future first. We don't know if he has we don't know if he has a Jamaica passport. Last time what we heard that he was thinking about it, and he also missed two consulate appointments. So Mason Greenwood is out of the picture. Dujon Sterling, we don't know if he have his passport. So those are four players out of the picture as well. Dwight McNeil and some of those other guys, we don't really hear nothing surrounding these players. If we went in for these players, we don't know if they have the Jamaican passport. So I don't think anybody is really snubbing Jamaica, bro. Only thing Hargrimsey said is that you have a lot of players who are interested in playing for Jamaica, but because of the fact that we lack the proper infrastructure, etc., they're still thinking about it.
And yeah, it's that infrastructure that we're talking about. I don't really understand that notion still about the infrastructure. I think you just come and you play football. Because at the end of the day, it's for a bigger picture. Um, yeah. So,
So,
are you there?
yeah, remember, I said Hargrimsey saying at the land that the players are used to a different environment, isn't me? So, you know, who are we to really say anything? El Granjero, I think I pronounced that correctly. If we cannot beat both Dominica ranked 178 and Dominican Republic ranked 150, then we have no business being in the World Cup. Not saying we should not respect them, but come on. I agree with you.
Wait, hold on.
John,
I can address this comment
yeah.
because after going to the West Indies game, bro, like, how is Sabina Park? How aren't the screens working at Sabina Park? Like, it's actually shameful, brother. Like, how are
Yo,
we supposed to have a World Cup in
Sabina Park or National Stadium?
no Sabina Park? How are we supposed to? I'm talking about cricket. How are we supposed to have a
Cricket World
World
Cup,
in the Caribbean and Jamaica does not have a game? That
a
makes sense
screen.
because we don't have screens and we don't have the necessary health services around, bro. I was in literal shock when I saw the man have to be actually changing the scoreboard, manually changing the scoreboard with him. I was like, yo, Jano, like,
Yo, Martin, tell me something. Who managed Sabina Park? The same idiot Independence Park Limited. I'm going to call him idiot Independence Park Limited. You know? You see Major Anthony General Brown or whatever I'm name or minor Anthony General Brown. The money if you get him up together in the land because of the same foolishness at the stadium. How can you have a big World Cup qualifying game coming up this Thursday, right? And me I hear say the lights are arriving at the island this weekend. Because they need to get the lights, right? So it can produce 1,000 lumens
mm,
and so that them can play the game at 6:30 p.m. If them not install the light or it doesn't meet the CONCACAF standard that is required, then they have to go play the game a bit earlier. You get me? I say, but me don't know if the same Independence Park Limited operate. Me not know if them control Sabina Park. But people tell me in the comment section. Independence Park Limited control Sabina Park, bro,
no, I
bro.
think it's a little bit more complicated because it's between Kingston Cricket Club and the government. Because the government owns the North and the North Stand and George Headley. But as far as I know, Kingston Cricket Club owns the grounds as well as, and I don't really know how Pakistan and the actual screens go. But I think
Oh,
it's Kingston that controls it.
oh, them say
So
a different owners person. Oh, big up. Then two of them incompetent then because you have one where the lights now work properly and the lights arriving tomorrow. And then you have one with the man of your change scoreboard manually. So two of them incompetent. You know what I'm saying, Dylan? And for Jamaica to be such a sports country, we have done well in sports for West Indies, the Reggae Boys, track and field. And bro, when you look at the infrastructure across the island, it is poor. It is absolutely poor. And it is something that we need to talk about. But the government said them not no money for building a stadium for football team or whatever the case is. So it is what it is. You have other Caribbean countries that has a designated football stadium, and them countries have no more money than Jamaica, but they make it a priority. You prioritize things, brother. So all right, then we have a 5-year plan. We're gonna try get this amount of money. Drop a plan. This will be the stadium, 20,000 capacity. Make it into a multi-purpose stadium as well that you can operate it in different ways that you can drive revenue so that you can sustain the facilities. You get me? I say, but it is what it is. People. Let me just take some more comments because we're coming to the end of it. Jason Guna, sadly just joined, but Jason Guna, big up yourself. So we have Eddie Guna in the building as well as Jason Guna. Funny enough, out of the two, I wonder who are the better footballer. Yeah. Which one of the Guna them are the better footballer? We could know that in the comment section before we end the live stream. Brando, call the man either. Get your point across better than that. Okay, let me take that back. But Major Brown, he's very incompetent at his job. I'm gonna have to call it out. I'm sorry. I have to call it out. There's no way you have a game coming up this Thursday, the opening game for the Jamaica team, World Cup qualifying game, and you have lights arriving this weekend. And Dylan, you know the worst part about it? You have the Racers Grand Prix tomorrow, right? And the
Yeah.
lights take 2 days to install. 2 days to install. What if there's unforeseen circumstances? You get me? I say? Then the game, it has to be altered at an earlier time so that we can play. And this is where they do not think about the fans. No, it is on a Thursday. It is not on a weekend. What if you have a man, right? Where him say, yo, at 5 o'clock, me get off of work, or him say for example, the game at 6:30. And him say, all right, then me get off of work and then we can go to the game 6:30. What if the man them say, oh, the game I go play like at 3 o'clock or at 4 o'clock, and a man can't go get for left for work for go the game? You see, they're not thinking about the fans and what the fans have to sacrifice to go to these games. So it is incompetence and Independence Park Limited and the people that operate it. Let me just take them two comments. Jason Goda said, "Me a baller, can't speak for Eddie." Eddie said, "Man a big baller." Then maybe Jason is the baller, and then Eddie is more like the gaffer, the one on the sideline will call out the tactical things and whatever the case is. Because so now what you know, one a big baller can play the football, one I don't really want baller, but him can really manage from the sideline. Jason gonna say big league, big league. You don't know what you're saying. I will be no good. Big deal. Which position you play? Big deal then. Which position you play upon the pitch? You see
One
me?
bench.
Ball it's TV. Word the street is that both of them bug the field. Jaja youth. Big deal said Jason Gona. On the bench, you're rubbing school, football, oh yeah, but people, we're gonna end the live stream now. But before we end it, let me give you the official squad. This is not no TikTok squad. This is not no fake squad with no Mason Greenwood, with no Mason Holgate, with no Mason Colgate, or any gate. You see me? So let me give you the official squad. In goal, the goalkeeping department consists of Shaquan Davis, Jaden Hibbert, Connor Boyce Clark, Jamal Waite, who I believe should get the number one starting position between the sticks. Defenders consist of Dexter Lembikisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King from JPL. I think Richard King played for Cavalier, yeah. Trevon Gray, John Bell, midfield, Casey Palmer, Kara Anderson, Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, Alex Marshall, former St. George's College player, Adrian Reed, as well as Kevon Lambert, the Canio's favorite player who he wanted back into the team. Also in the forward lineup, we have Shaman Nicholson, Ronaldo Cephas, the man from Turkey, not the turkey we eat, Turkey the country, Mikel Antonio from West Ham, not the ham we eat, West Ham the club, Dishane Beckford, Kaheem Dixon, Corey Burke, as well as Devontae Campbell. And I know the people them are livid. They don't want Corey Burke in the team now. And absent players consist of Demarai Gray, broken collarbone, Amari Bell, ACL, Joey Latibodier, calf, strain, Ethan Pinnock, ankle injury, unfortunately. But some of these players will definitely, hopefully, will be available for the Copa America. Andre Blake, captain, Philadelphia Union legend, the man will say, if you're unhappy, you know what come next, and in resign a contract. So obviously, I'm on the man they want. But Andre Blake, big up yourself anyway, in the world. Meniscus surgery, speedy recovery to Andre Blake. People, speedy recovery. Dujan Richards injury. Look like the man have a weddy or uptown Monday's injury, or a dripsing injury, like the man drift out him knee or collarbone or something. Cause the man them need to stay. What kind of injury it be? You see me? And Leon Bailey, unavailable due to the fact that he will be going to Drips in his party on June 21st. People, listen, if you not go Copa America, and if you don't want to see if you do, Drips in June 21st. Leon Bailey, if you listen to this or promote your party, Drips in. Me not get no discount code from JFF. So you already know Leon Bailey. Send a discount code to me so we can get them on them for the next live stream for 10% off a Dripson ticket. So all the party guru them, every man will love party. Dripson June 21st before Copa America. You see me? So Bailey, send over the discount code so we can get some more people go your party. You see me? Yeah. But people, respect for turning out. We have a next live coming up 6 o'clock p.m. Me and what you call him, Dicanio, the man from Arsenal, right? The man will play ball with Shamar Nicholson. Yeah, man. Don't know. Him not like when me say that, but big up still. Big up Shamar Nicholson. And people, I just want to big up Shamar Nicholson because you know why? Shamar Nicholson and Kaheem Dixon, they share a very close relationship. And I rate how Shamar Nicholson kind of take Kaheem Dixon under them arms and we see them really roll together, and he's like a bigger brother to Kanye Dixie. You know, them with them. I know say Shaman Nicholson can really teach him a lot of things. Some respect the relationship where both of the players share. You know, them with it. And it is what it is, people. Before they come out, people, before they exit, hit the like button, hit the red subscribe button, and leave your thoughts. Well, the show I know. People, the last thing, I'm planning to do a giveaway. So in the future, people, for the continuous support, we are going to do a giveaway. Not no teacup, none like that. We're going something substantial, something where like have meaning, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like a jersey or something. You see what I'm saying? Maybe like a Manchester United jersey. What do you think about that? We don't want a Manchester United jersey, people. If you don't want a Manchester United jersey, drop it in the comment section and we give away a Manchester United jersey, the biggest club in the whole wide world. Not no
All right,
Arsenal.
people. All right, people. It was good.
But big up, people. Big up.